Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me playing a board game, and today I'm going to be playing Nusfjord, or Nusfjord? I'm going to pronounce it wrong. I just accepted my fate there. But this game is going to be a game that I'm going to be playing solo here, and I got the little setup and everything going, and actually need to slide all this down a little bit because it's a little bit too high here. But yeah, this is going to be my solo playthrough of this game. I'm going to do a standard or just a normal one-shot game because you can do what's called a campaign, which essentially you play 3 games in a row. But I'm going to do a normal standard game, and sorry, I'm just trying to move this down. I have these angled slightly because the glare on the card, so they're all supported by Jolly Ranchers there. Thank you, Jolly Ranchers. Not sponsored at all, but let me go and get our background music started here, and then we are away with the game. So as far as everything goes, I have the setup or have things set up for a solo playthrough, and essentially my goal is to score the most points by the end of the game. I'll get victory points by building buildings, and yeah, building buildings is kind of the primary source of points. Also get points based on what my board state looks like. You can see I'll lose points if I don't have these spaces filled in, and you know, it's a whole bunch going on. So we'll try to explain it as we go along, since I'm, you know, once again doing a solo playthrough. Sorry, just trying to make sure this is not too frustratingly crooked. Yeah, and I mentioned before that there's going to be a glare on the cards, so my apologies ahead of time. I try to do the best I can to try to fix it, but it is unsolvable. Anyway, all right, so with the solo setup, what we do is we set the game up for a 2-player setup, but I use one board, and I will be using 2 sets of pieces. I'm going to be playing the basic solo and not the advanced solo, so we're just going to be using this one. And the changes from the normal game to a solo game is that for a 2-player setup, you normally don't have this copy, but for a solo game, you will have a copy that was placed there. Additionally, we will be using, like I said, 2 sets of pieces. I'm going to be playing the red player, but I'll be using the blue tokens on the blue rounds, and I'll be using the red tokens on the red rounds. And actually, let me just bring this over here so you can see a little bit better. Well, better is subjective, I see. But essentially, wrong camera. There we go. But essentially what you'll see is you can kind of see it there. So on the pretty much odd rounds, I'll be playing red, and then on the even rounds, I'll be playing blue. And what that translates into is me placing the red pieces on one round, and they'll be blocking myself. And then on my other round, I'll be placing the blue pieces, and then I'll just kind of vice versa rotate as I go. It'll make sense as I play along, and you'll see. Additionally, for the solo setup, I will be doing the 1+ cards here for the elders. So as you can see, I have the elders here. There's essentially 1 of each elder, and there's 2 here. So this is a number 7 and number 1 in this spot, and this is number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. And again, there's a little bit of a glare. It's going to be hard to read things. I want to make sure that you guys can read stuff from your perspective, but I understand that there's a balance between making sure it fits on the table so you can see it all, and also readability. So I'll read it out to you as we go along. And I got my initial board set up over here with 2 forests in this one spot, 1 forest here in these spots. And we're essentially ready to go. Just to explain some of the mechanics, just for those who are watching that maybe want a full teach. I'm not going to be doing a full teach. I will be doing playing the game, so hopefully watching will give enough context. But there are some great videos that teach you how to play the game. I highly recommend watching those videos. I don't have any specific recommendations, but there's some really good ones out there that helped me learn the game a little bit easier. Although I learned from the rule book, I still went back and watched videos and cleaned up some rules that I had wrong. But going back into here, essentially throughout the course of the game, I'll be playing 3 turns each round. So these tokens represent my turns, and I'll be taking actions from this action board. And when I do take the actions, I'll be doing the thing the action says. So for instance, if I take this action, which is get 1 gold, I will get 1 gold. And it's pretty straightforward with that. There's some bigger actions out here that I'll talk about as we get to them, but for the most part, I essentially want to build out my little map here. I want to try to collect a lot of resources so I can build buildings, because I need to have resources, and the resources in this game are wood, gold, and fish. So I need to have those resources to be able to build the buildings, and I'll have elders that give me some special abilities that I can utilize, and these are the elders here. It's always the same 7 elders when I play solo. And in order to use the elders, I'll need to have fish here in the serving bowl. So there's a whole action with serving fish, which is here, which basically recharges these bowls here. And when I do recharge the bowls, I'll be able to get money for recharging the bowls. But I do need to kind of manage how many fish are in the bowls here and when I want to activate my elders. It's a whole action point game. It is actually surprisingly short. It is actually surprisingly straightforward, the game is. But there's a lot of decision space that I actually appreciate greatly. Also, I'll be playing with, since I'm playing this as my first playthrough, I'll be playing with the herring deck. I do have the as you saw before, the Nusfjord big box. So as a result of that, I have all the decks. But I'll be playing with the recommended beginner deck. Fun fact, I have not played with this deck because I was playing with the salmon deck. I didn't realize that I had this, that there was a recommended starter deck. But I'll be playing with this deck. And these cards are the building cards, and these are all broken up into 3 different letters. There's the A, there's the B right here, and then there's the C. So the A and the B buildings, the A buildings will go here, the B buildings will go here, and then at a certain point in the game, C buildings will come out, and then in another point in the game, more C buildings will come out. So that's essentially how the game will flow. To kind of give me buildings to buy and purchase. Also in a solo game, and same thing for a 2-player game, I do not refresh buildings as they go away. So pretty much all the buildings I see here for A and B are going to be all the buildings I'll have for the entire game, and all the buildings that come out for C, once they're all out, will be all the buildings I have for the C. So that means that there's a lot of variety because it's going to be different buildings that come out at different times, which is going to be pretty fun. So let me go ahead and populate my buildings board here with my A cards. And like I said, these boards are slightly angled, so that way you can hopefully read a little bit. The readability is going to be questionable. I'm looking at my little monitor here, and it's already questionable because the text is so small. So yeah, we do our best with what we can, or with what we got. I mean, right, so here's our B buildings. And generally speaking, the A buildings are pretty basic, the B buildings are pretty strong, and the C buildings are the strongest. Usually, the C buildings are more focused on giving you victory points for something. And the A buildings kind of give you easier conversions and stuff to do, whatnot, and that's how that goes. All right, and like I said, we're basically ready to start. So this game has a very interesting mechanic with kind of resource management, or sorry, resource acquisition. The way you gain resources, more specifically fish, the way you gain fish in this game is you'll be getting it pretty much from the main phase, because this game happens in a few phases, and those phases will be the fishing phase. And then the main phase, wait, actually, let me get the notebook. It's the fishing phase, the main phase, and then, fishing phase, working phase, and then returning home phase. So we're gonna go ahead and walk through these phases kind of meticulously here in the beginning, so we can make sure that I'm doing things correctly and that you all can follow along at home. So first things first, we'll do the fishing phase. So at the start of the game, notice I have no resources, and I didn't explain this before, but I'll explain it now. This is my personal supply board. This little personal supply board gives me, at the end of the game, oh yeah, sorry. At the end of the game, I get 1 victory point per share, and also I get 1 victory point per gold. This is just kind of a reminder, 1 victory point per gold. So victory points are gold in this game, and victory points are victory points. And I can also hold a maximum of 12 wood. Wood is the other resource I mentioned earlier. So this board here is where I'll be kind of trying to manage my resources. I can only spend things that are here. I will not be able to spend things that are over here or in other places, which this is the only other place. So as a result of that, I need to basically do an action to move fish that are over here in my little collecting area, my holding area. What's this area called? My reserve, and bring them over into my personal supply. So that means that I need to be very wary of that. So, oh, sorry, let me get the first bite marker out here. There we go. Cool. All right. Cool. All right, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and move along. So I'm going to go ahead and do the thing of do my fishing phase. So the fishing phase is going to happen in a few different steps. Step 1 is we're going to check down here my fishing level, and everybody's going to do this on their individual boards, but I'm playing solo, so it's just me. And I'm going to check here my fishing board, and I get 3 fish. So my lowest number showing here is how many fish I get. So I will get 3 fish, and I'll just put these 3 fish here for a second. And then when I get my fish, I will dish out and divvy out my fish according to this order here. So first things first, I feed any elders that I have here on my board, and there I have no elders, so it's nothing to feed. And then I will send fish to shares that are in foreign spaces. That is either up here on this board or in other players' areas that they own or that they've acquired, because players can acquire your shares throughout the course of the game, which is a cool, neat little mechanic. I think it's neat overall. So I have no foreign shares, so that's fine. And then finally, I get to divvy out fish to each of my active shares. So these are unissued shares. These are issued shares. You start the game with 2 issued shares. And then finally, any leftover fish goes to my reserve. And if there's more fish that can fit in my reserve, as in I can fit a max of 8 here, as you can see there. If I have to put more than 8 fish here, or from over my limit, then all that extra fish, all that excess goes back into the supply. So I kind of want to manage how many fish I have where. I can have unlimited number of fish here. I can have unlimited number of gold here. I can only have 12 wood here in this personal supply. And that's how that all goes. Okay, so that's all done. That was the fishing phase. Now we go over to the working phase. Now in the working phase, essentially I will be playing with the red pieces here. So I'll put these blue pieces off to the side because we don't need to see those for right now on the first turn. And essentially I have 3 actions. And when I put the token there, it blocks it for everybody else, but it lets me do the thing. And then afterwards, I will be able to do my next turn. So it's pretty straightforward. So my options over here, I mentioned before, gain gold was 1, transfer to reserve. Essentially, if I do that action, I take all the fish that are here in the reserve and I get to put it into my supply. Of course, I don't want to do that right now because there's just 1 fish. Serve fish is a pretty interesting action. I'll just go ahead and demonstrate what that does. When I do serve fish, essentially I'll be looking at this board here. And when you do serve fish, essentially what you do is you look at the fish that you, oh, sorry, 1 second. I gotta finish my fishing phase. At the end of the fishing phase, any fish that you have on your shares will go into your personal supply. Sorry, I forgot to do that part. So as you can see, the personal supply, the shares, the more shares that you have, the more fish that you'll be able to put back into your personal supply. So it behooves you to kind of collect those and get those going because it gives you like a nice fish generation engine to save you a step. Because otherwise they will go here and I have to transfer them over there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, going back. Serve fish. Serving fish action. When you do that action, essentially you will be taking fish from your personal supply and personal supply only, and you'll be divvying out into plates, starting with the lowest showing plate and going up. So in this case, if I want to put a fish on this plate, I need to spin 2 fish. So I only put 1 to represent that I filled it up, but I spin 2 fish, so this fish will go back to the supply. And I will get a coin, I'll get a gold. I have this metal money replacement here. This is from, what is this? What is the name of this game? Age of Comics. This is Age of Comics money because I had extra, so I just use it for this. But I'll put it there, and that is how I can, that's one way for me to get gold. So essentially, if I had more fish, I can spend 3 fish to put a single fish here, and then I get another gold. I can spend 3 fish to put another fish here, and I can get another gold. I can spend 4 fish to put another fish here, and so on and so forth. I can do this as many times as there are available spaces and as I have available fish. So if I had 10 fish, let's rewind that, and let's give the demo here. And let's say I have 10 fishies, 2, and this is 10. So if I had 10 fishies and I were to do the serve fish option or action, I could spend, so I'm spending 2 fish for this one. And I'm just gonna do it like this to demonstrate this, but I'm not gonna actually leave it there. I'll explain, well, I've already explained that. You only leave 1 fish to represent that has been a plate that's filled. And I'll be able to do that. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and just, of course, remove the excess because only needs to be 1 fish here to represent that it's filled up. And I filled up 3 plates. So that's gonna give me $3. And that is a serve fish action. So the serve fish action, like I said, is pretty important because 1, it gives me gold, which I do need gold to do certain actions. And then the second thing is that whenever an elder is activating, whenever an elder does a thing, whenever you want your elder to activate or do a thing, or whenever you gain an elder, they will eat a fish. They will need to eat a fish. If they do not eat a fish, they do not do a thing. So it is important, it is critical for me to manage that. So that'll make more sense as we go along. Build a building, it's pretty straightforward. I look at the building over here. There's costs associated with the building, and I think the camera's still zoomed in. It is, perfect. And as you can see here, this building costs 3 wood. And then it lets me do this effect, which is immediately reforced by placing 4 forests on a free double space, which is actually pretty good. And it gives me 1 victory point at the end of the game. This is the letter, and so on and so forth. So that is Build buildings, they'll have different resource costs. You can see this one cost no wood, 3 fish, and 2 gold. And it gives me whatever that effect is. So that is what that does, build a building. There's 2 different spots for it. Oh, also I forgot to note, this is more important on the other side of the board, but on this side of the board it's pretty straightforward. You can only put 1 marker per spot. But on the other side of the board, you can see here that you can have up to 3 markers here. This is the 3+ player side of the board, and this is the 1 to 2 player side of the board. Also, I want to emphasize as strongly as possible, please note that I'm playing solo. When you play solo, you add in the copy in action. This is normally only available in a 4 to 5 player game. And that is an important thing to note. So this is only here because I'm playing solo. Anyway, continuing on, building buildings, building building. Issue share. Issue shares, essentially, I will put a token here. I will get $2, and then I take one of my unissued shares and put it as a share up here. Now, the benefit of that is that it gives me $2, which is great. That goes into my little bank account here. But the drawback is that essentially when I have to divvy out fish, that is one of the foreign shares that I must put a fish in before I put fish inside of my current owned shares. So it is very important to note that that is something I will be kind of wasting fish on. Also, other players can get that share. And if they do get that share, then I put the fish on my foreign share. So they will be able to get benefit from my fish, essentially. And then also finally, you get 1 victory point per share that you own, whether it's yours or not. And you also lose 1 point for every unissued share. So the game encourages you to have your shares down. So that goes along with to say that it's a little bit, it's not risky, it's just a little annoying. It's something I have to manage. Essentially, I want to be able to get my share back because it lets you get more fish into my personal supply directly. And on top of that, it gives me victory points at the end of the game. Moving on, buying shares. Essentially, if you go to this action, you spend 1 gold per share that's here, and you get all those shares. It's an all or nothing. And in rounds 4 to 5, this is reduced by 1. So essentially, you know, if there's 3 shares here, then you pay 2 to get all 3. And in rounds 6 and 7, this is reduced by 2 gold. So that means if there's 3 shares here, then you reduce that by 2. So you spend $1 to get all 3 of those shares. So it's pretty good. Just kind of encourage you to hold on and let it sit there if you can. Deforest, essentially remove 1 forest, get 5 wood. Thin out, essentially you get 1 wood per forest. So currently I have 4 forests here because this one's a double. So it's just 2 on top of each other. So I get 4. I would get 4 wood in this current board state. And finally, this one's reforest. Place 2 forests on a free double space. So it has to be a double space like that. And building a ship, build a ship, pay the cost. This ship can be built with either 8 wood and 8 fish or $4. So there's two ways for me to get the big ship. And then finally, hire an elder or take an elder. Essentially, I put my little token here. I take one of these elders. They go into my spot. When you take an elder, they will activate immediately. So they will eat a fish. So let me just demonstrate. If I take an elder here, and I want to take this guy. Well, let's say I want to take this guy here. And when I do, that elder will immediately eat a fish. If there's fish available, we'll put it into his little fish slot. And I'll bring this up closer on the card or on the camera here. You see the elders, all elders have the same language on them. They have the 3 little fish slots up here, and they have their the name of them and their action. And also this down here tells you what number they are. This is number 4, and it tells you the player count. Use this elder in 1+ player counts. So I will always use it in a solo game. In contrast, if we look at this elder, this elder has the same design language and is number 18 and clearly is only played in 5-player games. It's a scissor. Anywho, so the elder will eat a fish. This represents that the elder ate a fish. And then I get to do the action on the elder, which is pretty neat. And essentially later on, I can use that as an action spot. So if I bring this back over to my board, and let's say hypothetically, I'm doing my next turn, I can just put that like that to activate that elder. Now this elder is going to do nothing because they have no fish to eat. So they need a fish to eat before they can activate their ability. But if there was a fish here to eat, they will eat the fish and I'll get the ability and I get to do the thing. So that is another source of actions for me there. Okay, all right. I said I wasn't going to do a full explanation. I basically did a full explanation. But that's pretty much the entire game. I just do that until the game's over and try to get the most points. So cool. All right. So let us continue with our playthrough here. Now that I've kind of explained everything, these buildings are all brand new to me because like I said before, I've never played with the appropriate starter. So I assume that these buildings are a little bit easier and more forgiving. I would hope. I hope they are, I should say. And actually, let me see if I can get my camera. because I would like to give an opportunity for reading. You can see the big buildings pretty well from there. I guess that's kind of no. That's sure. Yeah. We'll call this number 8. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we'll switch this one over, and these are the B buildings. And let me see if I can arrange this camera for this other camera for zooming in on the other buildings. We'll call this 8 as well. Okay. All right. So we have buttons here, and let me switch back over. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, so I just want to show this building. I just want to show us a little bit up close so we can kind of at least have a chance to read them. So these are the buildings we're looking at. I'm kind of contemplating maybe getting one of these buildings, but I need to, of course, know where I want to go before I can figure out what I need to do to get there. The Elder's abilities are pretty cool or pretty neat, and they give me some pretty strong stuff that I can do. So I may try to get an early Elder. That way I can kind of get the ball rolling. But I also want to see what kind of buildings I can get because, ooh, this one's nice. This one's for 2 gold. Immediately issue a share, receiving 6 wood and 6 fish instead of gold. Oh. Okay. That costs 2 gold to get though. So I need a way to get 2 gold. So if I can get 2 gold somehow, let's see, if I can get some more fish, then I can get some gold. Ooh, that ability is pretty nice. This one says after you reforest, +1 gold and +2 fish. Oh my gosh, these are some pretty nice cards. These feel nice and happy. Boat builder down here in the corner here. Boat builder says immediately build a ship, 1 free cutter. Now there's cards with this language. The way I've interpreted this card is this immediately build a ship, and it tells you which ship that you get to build. So that's the way I've been reading that. I don't know if that's a proper read because it says immediately build a ship and then it says 1 free cutter. So I don't know if it lets you like build a ship and then get a free cutter. I'm interpreting that as immediately build a ship is the action that is doing that you don't have to put a token down for. And then the ship that you build is 1 free cutter. That's my interpretation. I could be wrong. Actually, let me just look it up on Board Game Geek so I can let you all know what the official verdict is. I'll do the footwork here. So that would be my interpretation, but I need to double check, of course. Okay. So now I still need to figure out which one is the one. I really want to get Portal. If I can get Portal somehow, I'll feel very happy. So I just need to get 2 gold. So my goal is to get 2 gold. There's a few ways I can get 2 gold. One of the easiest ways is I can get fish, put fish in a bowl. So what I think I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take the Elder lets me which one gives me fish? This one. I'm gonna take the Pond Builder because the Pond Builder allows me to distribute 4 fish plus 1 fish per building as you would during your fishing or during the fishing phase, which essentially will allow me to get 3 fish. No. I think they'll give me enough fish. I think they'll give me enough fish because I only need 4 fish to do this. So let me go ahead and zoom back out here. And what I'm referring to is that essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take an Elder, I'm gonna take the Pond Builder, right? And the Pond Builder is gonna go right there. The Pond Builder is going to eat a fish, and the Pond Builder is gonna allow me to distribute 4 fish, plus 1 per building. I have no building, so I'm not using this to the most efficient, I should say, to its most efficient, I should say, but it's good enough. And then I get to distribute this as if I'm doing my fishing phase. So first I get a fish to the Elder right there. And then I get a fish to my shares. And then I get a fish to my foreign shares, there's none. And then I get a fish to my shares, and then I get a fish over here, and these come back. Now, one thing to note, I didn't explain what happens when this is maxed out. When your Elder has the 3rd fish placed here, what happens is this will clear and all those fish will go back to supply, and you will gain 1 fish in your reserve. So essentially, your Elder's like, oh, thank you for feeding me. Here's a fish to your reserve. So it's pretty neat. So this is beneficial because it kind of steps that along. the pond builder that is. And I can still, if I really wanted to get more fish, I can activate the pond builder. Well, there's no fish up here, so I guess I can't. But that's fine. That's fine, because this puts me into a good spot. My next action is I'm going to go ahead and do a serve fish. And I'm going to go ahead and serve fish because I don't need fish for the portal. Portal's what we wanted, yeah. Because that gives me, lets me issue a share. And then I receive 6 wood and 6 fish instead of gold. So it's going to be pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put this fish here. And is that 6 gold? Oh no, instead of gold, sorry. That's going to be 1 gold I'm going to get. And this is going to be 2 gold I'm going to get. So I spend 2 fish to put that there. So I'm going to get and return 2 gold for putting that there, which is perfect. Because now I'm going to do my final action, which in hindsight, I'm thinking about it. Because I could speed on. This is a little dangerous. It's a little no, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna say what I could do is I could copy the action of taking an elder, and take the elder lets me build. The problem with that is I'm gonna end up losing a lot of fish. I need to get my fishing level up a little bit higher before I start doing that, because I'm gonna lose a lot of fish to feeding elders if I do it that way. So I think I'm gonna stick with what I'm doing here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do a simple build. And that is going to allow me to do the portal, which is what I wanted. So we're going to spend $2. And we built the building. It says immediately issue a share. So I issue a share. And then I get 6 wood. Which is going to be nice chunky wood pieces here. So 6 wood and 6 fish. Which basically gave me a refund. There's my 6 fish. All right, and we are done there. So we are all done. That is the end of the round. At the end of the round, we're going to do the returning home phase. So when I'm playing solo, the returning home phase, I will pull the pieces for the round that I'm moving to. So I'll pull the blue pieces back. In this case, the blue pieces are not out yet. But the red pieces in a solo game only, the red pieces will stay out there because they're going to be the opponent blocking me from being able to put stuff down. So I'm just going to pull the blue pieces in here, and I'm essentially going to be going through my next round. Also, in addition, if you're playing with more than just 2 players, so 3 players or higher, you will fill in the gaps for buildings that have been built at this phase, but we do not do that because we're playing solo. And then also, you will move the little boat along the track there, like I just did. So, yeah. One cool thing I should mention about this game is that, and I'll bring the camera over. What did I make that? I didn't save it, did I? Oh, shoot. Ah, shoot. All right, that's fine. So these little markers here. Oh no, I did save it. I saved it as 8, didn't I? No, 8 is. Yeah, let's not tempt fate here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on these pieces here, and these pieces are for a 3-player game. And one thing that you'll see is that these pieces for a 3-player game, they will go to the different players. So the first player will get this one, second player will get this one, third player will get this one. And when you are ending a round, so you start the game right here on this little outer border. So this is round 1, and then on round 2, this person gets it, and on round 3, that person gets it, and on round 4, here. Round 5 here, and then also, oh, sorry, I forgot to do this. It says round 4, draw 3 buildings, and yeah, draw 3 buildings into your hand. So people draw the buildings, do the thing it says there, and then round 5, add 2B buildings in the display, and then round 6, let's just do whatever round 6 says. It's a cool little thing that like lets you know what you're doing each time and what people have. So I'm just pointing that out because I thought it was pretty neat. I think it's pretty snazzy. And yeah, you can't do anything about it because there, now you know. All right, and that changes for each player count too, but I'm playing solo, so I just got this little simple board here. All right, moving on, blue player. I am the blue player. Starting with the fishing phase. So we're gonna get 3 fish because that's where our current level's at. We're gonna pay 1 to the elder, so I'll resolve that in a second. We're gonna pay 1 to a foreign share, which is gonna be wasted, and then we pay 1 to our share here. So this foreign share 1 is going to go just back to the general supply. And then this elder is he's maxed out, so he's going to clear and drop 1 fish there for me. Thank you. And that's it. This share goes back into my supply. Those are going to be over there for me to gather later. And now I can go ahead and play my actions. So, I didn't think past the portal, but I think I need to look at these B buildings to see what they do. So let's go ahead and look at these B buildings here. So the B buildings says the boat carver, 4 victory points if you have 6+ ships, including the cat boat. So the cat boat is the starting boat that you got, that little boat that gives you 3 fish. The next one is Town Hall, immediately turn 1 issued share into supply to. Oh, that's actually really nice. So I want to do that one. So I just need a gold. So if I can get a gold, I can build that building, and that immediately turns one unissued share in my supply to the other side, which allows me to get more fish. I also need to start building boats too. So I think I got my work cut out for me here. So I want to build the town hall. I got all the wood I need. I got all the fish I need. I just need a gold. I also, at the same time, want to be able to build a boat. So how can I do both? Can I do both? I don't know if I can. Exchange 1 ship. No, this one lets me serve fish, and then I get 1 gold and 1 wood for each plate served. I mean, that one's kind of tempting. As long as I hold on to what I need, 2 fish. Now I can also just build a boat outright, but I don't think I want to build the boat yet. Oh man, I need like is there a boat discount up here? See, there's buildings that like the boat builder lets me get a free fish or get a free boat, and lets me build a cutter, which is this one. So that would be pretty nice. So that would jump me from 3 fish to 6 fish. So it'll double my fish production. The village center says immediately build a ship, 1 free sloop, and take an elder up to 2x. Oh. I can take 2 elders if I do that. So I get 1 free sloop, which is the basic boat. So allows me, oh man, that's actually not bad either. Man, these are some good options. So I'll end up with more elders. I'll get another boat, but it's a small boat. I don't like the small boat. Well, I can get this. No, because I have to activate them later. Oh man, I cannot even take an elder otherwise because that's currently blocked. I just thought about that. Oh shoot, this got tough. All right, laser focus. I want to build the town hall. In order to get to the town hall, I need gold. In order to get gold, I want to use this elder here. So I can do the copy action to copy the take an elder, and then take the elder, put the elder here. They'll eat a fish. They'll let me serve fish. Can I get more fish before I do that? Because I need to. Well, yeah, it's not bad. Okay. All right. You know what? Indecision is my middle name here. That's right. Cool Indecision Blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the. Yeah, we're doing it. So we're gonna copy action. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I'm not on that efficiency movement here. So I'm gonna do a take an elder, copy the take an elder. I'm gonna take the elder that lets me serve fish, like so, and they're gonna eat a fish immediately, and they'll let me serve fish. And that's going to be 1, then 2, and this is risky. The question is, if I spend the rest of my fish here, I'll get a $3, and that $3 will allow me to do. Well, no, I need fish to build the building though. Shoot. Because like right now I can build the town hall. But I also really want to build the boat builder too. And I also want to build the village center. Oh my gosh, I want to build all the things. Why can't I just build it? Can I just please build everything at the same time? Why am I not allowed to build everything at the same time? I feel personally attacked. I feel personally attacked. This is a personal attack on my brain. I do not appreciate it. I do not appreciate it. All right. Anyway, so this is going to give me 1 gold and 1 wood. I think I'm going to go ahead and just hold on to these 3 fish. I'm going to take my 1 gold and 1 wood because of the elder's ability there. I feel like I'm underutilizing it. God, it's so hard to do this. All right, you know what? You know what? We're going to go against my better judgment, and we're going to do the 3rd one too. We're going to get 3 gold and 3 wood. Okay, I don't like what's happening here, but I'm going to do it. I feel like this is a bad idea. And I can have a max of 12 wood here. We have 5. We have 9 so far. Okay, so that was done. The idea that I have is that I'm going to now do this elder's action, which is going to eat this fish. And we're going to distribute 4 fish. Oh, it's going to give me 1 fish. Oh, you know what? That was a bad idea. All right, I need more fish. Okay, hold on. I just shot myself in my own foot there. I need to build another building then. Okay. All right. Don't panic. This is fine. Oh no. I mean, I could undo it, but this is more fun. Just struggling through it. So I could transfer reserve to get 3 fish I need. I feel like it's going to be like a waste of an action though. Because my goal is to build a ship right now. I can also take, well, I have the money. I could take that share, but I want to add another share before I do that. All right, you know what? I'm going to set myself up for the next turn. This is going to be painful because I'm going to be getting 1 fish. And I'm going to have to transfer to my reserve to be able to survive the next round or do anything reasonable the next round. Like I said, the goal, well, okay. Hold on. Yeah, there's no other way. I mean, there's other ways, but I've very skillfully positioned myself into this corner. And because of that, I think I need to transfer reserve. I really didn't want to do this. All right, transfer reserve. That feels bad. It feels really bad. All right, now that I've done that, now we get to do our fun action. So with this action, I'm going to build a building. And I'm going to build the building that lets me build a boat, right? That's what I was doing. This one allows me to build the cutter, which gives me 6 fish instead of 5 fish. That one allows me to get more elders, which I don't want right now. It only gives me a sloop, which I don't want right now. I want a better boat. So I think this is my build. Alternatively, I can build the town hall, which will be useless because I'm not going to have enough fish to fully saturate it. So I think, yeah, we're going to build a building. We're going to build the boat builder. And that's going to boost up my pond builder because I'm going to have 2 buildings instead of just 1. So it's going to give me 6 fish to distribute instead of just 5. That's going to be good for later. But this one it costs me 3 fish and 1 gold. The moral of the story is trust your original plan. All right. Immediately build a ship, which is 1 free cutter. There we go. I've done it. I built the cutter. And now that I've done that, we are at the end of the round. So we are going to go to the return home. Essentially return home, I'm going to pull back the red pieces since I'm going to be playing the red player next. And now that we're done with that, we'll see if I have to deal with the consequences of my own actions here. The answer is yes, of course. There's always consequences of my own actions I have to deal with. All right, so this is a 6. So I got 6 fish there. And now I gotta feed my elders. So you get you get a fish, you get a fish, everybody gets a fish. Then I give my foreign shares, and then I do this one, and then that one goes there. All right, so I'm back at my normal 2 fish income there. And we are on this round. So, I think I can afford the town hall now, and that allows me to immediately get a share. So I think all I'm gonna do this round is I'm gonna do a bunch of share stuff. So I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna do a bunch of share stuff. This is in preparation for future rounds. So this is preparing me for future rounds. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna issue a share, which goes up here, and I'm gonna get 2 gold for doing that. Like so. And now I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and buy all shares, which if I wait around, it's gonna be 1 cheaper, but it's also gonna be wasting fish. So I really don't wanna waste fish. So I think this is a reasonable move. This is a reasonable move. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to do that. Wait, why is this? Did I flip this on accident? Yeah, no, this shouldn't be flipped. Okay, I was about to say, hold on, something's wrong. Yeah, so this was flipped on accident. Okay, right. I was about to say, because why am I doing this? Okay, so I'm going to spend the $3, sorry, $2 to get those shares back, and these are now active shares. And now that I've done that, my last action is I'm going to build a building. I can take an elder instead. Nope. I think I need to build a building. So I could take an elder, lets me build a building, but I'm not starving on wood. And there's 2 elders that let me build buildings here. This one lets me build a building or a ship, which would be nice to have, but I can just get them later. And that one is lets me kind of get 1 wood and then also remove a forest, get 1 wood, and then build a building. So I'm good with just building the building straight out. We're gonna build this building here. And it's gonna cost me 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of those. And we are immediately turn 1 unissued share, and you're supplying it to its other side. There we go. So now I got all my shares. So every fish that I get that's above 2, so if I get 7 fish, I'm fully saturated. So I need to work on getting my boating capacity up, but that feels good. It feels good. All right. So now I'm done with that. That's the end of the round. We're going to move over here. So now that this happens, when you are playing solo, which is what I'm doing here. When you're playing solo, this says place 4 sea buildings in the display. Now, normally when you play with multiplayers, they go into your hand, and then you can draft them or you can build them from your hand. And then at a certain point, they'll go revealed into the board to the rest of the game. But for now, because I'm playing solo, they are going to be going into this little spot here, which is why I left the area. So now I get to see what kind of in-game buildings I get. And, oops. And these are some of the in-game buildings that I can get here. So this one allows me to, for 11 wood, which I might be able to do. I got 6 wood so far. 11 wood gives me 4 gold and 4 fish. That's not bad, but it's not worth any points. The village church, 7 victory points if you have 9+ buildings. Wow, that's a lot. Aquarium 2+ or 2 victory points per elder. It's not bad, but it's kind of fish expensive. And then finally castle, 8 gold. Oof, 11 points though. 11 points is a lot of points. So I don't know. This might be a little bit difficult here. Okay, so we are farmers. Sorry. We're gonna take our blues, and then we are going to go ahead and do our fishing phase. We're getting 6 fish, of which we get to keep 4. 2, 4, 6. These are 6 fish. And first thing we need to do is feed our elders. So fed, and then share. This will go to me. Thank you. And this one goes into reserve. All right, so now we continue. We continue along our merry old way. Let's see. Oh, it's a glare. Glare's awful. Curse you, lighting. All right, we want to get our boating capacity up. We want to get it up pretty high. We can get it to 7, that's the most efficient, but I think I want to get an elder this round. So can I get a building that gives me an elder that gives me a boat? Immediately 1 gold per elder, max of 3 gold for this building here for the parish house. Actually, let me zoom in on that one. Oh, that's the wrong camera. There we go. When your reserve is empty, add 1 gold. I'm not gonna be empty. After you issue a share, build a ship. It's too late. So this card is useless to me because I've already issued all my shares. Immediately 1 gold per elder. So this is kind of the only kind of useful building here. And then these buildings here for the sea buildings, they are, why did it not move? Oh, because I put it backwards, that's why. These buildings here for this one are immediately 4 gold, 4 fish. I think Boardwalk is probably the most useful building there, but useful is kind of subjective, so. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting interesting series of things here. I think I really want to use elders this round. So I want to hire an elder, and that elder I want to hire, or I want to, take an elder, and that elder I want to build a building with. I can kind of get to 11 wood if I get 5 more wood. So if I can do this one, or I can just thin out to get 4 wood. I haven't done that action at all. Or I can deforest. Remove 1 forest, get +4. Isn't there one that lets me get a stack of 4 in here? Yeah, this one. This one's nice. Okay. Yeah. So I'll have no wood left after I do this. Which would put me in a position here. All right. So we're gonna deforest. We're gonna remove 1 forest, like so. And then we're gonna get 5 wood for that. So that's part 1. Part 2 is we are going to do the take an elder. And we're gonna take the elder that lets me build a building or ship. There we go, like so. And then we are going to build a building or build a ship. So we are going to build a building. And I think I was eyeing the boardwalk because I have 11 wood. So we're gonna spend all 11 wood that we have. Again, it gives me 0 points, but it's gonna be still pretty nice though for all the resources. It gives me 4 gold and 4 fish. So I'm now fish full. All right, so here's my 4 gold and my fish. All right, and now that I have a lot of money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my last activation to activate the elder I just got again, and he's going to allow me to build a ship because I'm going to leave that open. Actually, no, I want to leave this open. He's going to build a ship. I'm going to build this ship for 4 gold. I don't think I need gold for anything else, do I? Well, I can try to build the castle, but there's a little pipe dream there. 4 gold. And now I built my bigger ship, so now I'll be able to fully saturate that, get a bunch of fish, and hope that I can do something with those fish. Maybe build the aquarium, which gives me 2 victory points per elder, so I need 3 wood, 3 gold, and 10 fish. So it's not looking too impossible anymore. All right, and I think that's it. That's it. So that round is over. So now we're going to do the cleanup. We're going to pull back the red player. And now we do our boating stuff. We get 8 fish, of which I'll be getting 5. And I think 1 goes to my, nope, just 5. 5 for me. So I'm gonna get 5. Well, let me just play it out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to play it out because sometimes I forget about the 4 and share thing. So elders first. Elder. Then elder. Elder. Yep, the 8. And then shares. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. No more distribute. So all these go to me. And this clears. And that's it. So now we can do some really cool stuff. I think I set myself up in a good way. I would like to get some more wood if I can. So, before you build a ship, +3 wood. That's not bad. But I want to also worry about points here. I got a ton of fish. So that one's 4 victory points if you have 6+ ships, including the cat boat. So I need 3 more boats to make that work. Yeah, I don't think any more of the A buildings are that useful. The Fisher house system. After each worker action, you take serve fish, but only on 1 plate. Oh, I could fill up the entire plate to get more money. Actually, okay. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use my first action to distribute 4 fish, +1 per building, so 8 fish. So it's gonna be the same distribution it was before. So I'm gonna get 5 fish, and we are gonna give 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and this guy is gonna drop 1 there. And so that's part 1. Part 2 is if I serve fish, then I have a bunch of fish. I can just kind of fill up this and get a bunch of gold. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I want to do the constructor. Yeah. No, I don't have any money yet. Oh yeah. I want to do, well, yeah, I want to do the sailor. I was trying to get this down to like remove another one, but I don't have anything I want to build or can build. I only have 1 gold. I got a bunch of fish. I can build a yard immediately too. That feels like a waste though. Yeah, I don't want to waste. I don't want to waste. So we're gonna do sailor. We're gonna serve fish. So he's going to eat a fish first, and then 1 gold and 1 wood per served plates. So we are going to do this one. Then we're going to do this one. Didn't this get me in trouble last time? Then we're going to do this one. And I could do the last one. I'm gonna get a lot. I'm gonna get 5 fish on the next round. So yeah, I think I will do this one. So this is a 5. I'm gonna get a fish back. There's gonna be a fish here. So yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, so I get 1, 2, 3, 4 gold and 4 wood. And 4 wood. 4. Okay. Oh, okay, calm down. So 4 gold and 4 wood. And this will hopefully set me up for the next round. So that was that. Now I can activate this elder to build and build a boat, or I can do a copy action. I think I want to save my copy action if I can. You know what? I don't want this fish to be wasted. I'm gonna transfer. It's a very simple, small transfer, but This is going to give me nice resources for next round because we're going to get 3 more cards here in the next round, so we can see what those are. All right, so into the round, we're going to do this, get these back, and then we're going to get 3 more of these. Ooh, look like we got some cards here. As a 4th action in the final round, build a builder. Ooh. Immediately, +3 fish per sloop, +3 wood per cutter, +1 gold per schooner. Immediately, +1 gold per elder. Ooh, that one's nice. That one's real nice. I need 7 gold. Oh my gosh, is that worth it? Oh, it's worth 7 points though. That's not bad. I'm spending 7 points to get 7 points +3. So I want more elders. Oh, sorry, I got to do the boat thing. Sorry. 8, 4. Oh, sorry. I would have also gotten that fish. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I got 8 fish here, and I got to distribute these to the elders first. So elder, elder, elder. Okay, and then these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna put all our shares. I'm gonna put it right here. Actually, I'm gonna consolidate a little bit. So I have 14 fish. All right, 14 fish, $6, and 4 wood. Man, my supply is overflowing over here. Okay. So, we are in the next to last round. It will be nice to get the fortress. It gives me 7 points. I need more wood for that though. I think I want to stick with my original plan to get the aquarium, but let me see if I can get an elder here. So I'm going to go ahead and get an elder. We're going to do builder. And the builder is going to eat a fish. And it's going to let me remove 1 forest for 1 wood. So I get 1 wood. And afterwards allows me to build a building. So I will build a building, and I want to build the aquarium to get it out of the way. Also clears up some of my resources here. This is all that I'll have out here. So we're going to build the aquarium. It's going to be 10 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. Okay. So that was getting the elder. The next one, let's see. So it's gonna be in-game points I just got. Now, from what I understand, the copy action is only for this board up here. I cannot copy an action from down here. That's my understanding of it, but let me read the rulebook because I could use the elder again, maybe, possibly. Fingers crossed. Copy in action. The imitation tile shows single copy in action space, which can be occupied, or which may be occupied by at most 1 worker every worker phase. When you take this action, you may use any blocked action on the action board. You may not copy action spaces that are not fully occupied, yet it does not matter which worker blocks it. You may not copy an action on elders. Okay, pretty straightforward. That's fine though. I want another elder, so I want to copy. Well, actually, I want to build a boat. So, can I build a boat with this? I can build a sloop. I want to build a cutter, so I need more wood. Okay, I'm going to do deforest. Gosh, I need to put some more trees on time. I just want one more elder. Can I please have a crumb of elder? Ooh, the parish house gives me 3 gold, but it's kind of a, I feel like it's kind of a waste of an action, to be honest. So the parish house says immediately gain +1 gold per elder, a max of 3 gold. So it gives me 3 points, $3. I don't think I need dollars that bad, do I? Ooh, retirement home is better. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, okay. So if I do the parish house, oh no. Okay, I do the parish house, and then I can kind of get the retirement home for later. I'm gonna need, I don't need wood anymore, is what I'm hearing. And I don't think the fortress will be nice, but it requires me to get a lot of resources I don't got. And I'm running out of trees here. I need to start replanting some trees. So if I had 1 more wood, immediately reforest by placing 4 forest on a free double space. That'd be nice. Can I do both? Yeah. That's good. So if I do forest lake hut, it says after you reforest, +1 gold and 2 fish. So I have to do a build to build that, and then I have to do a reforest, and then I'll set me up for the last round. I don't know if that'll set me up for anything else though, and that's the problem. So I'm kind of hoping that I can set up for like something real big on the last turn. I want an elder, so I can get this maxed out, and I want to build a retirement home. So knowing that I need 7 gold. Because remember, gold is victory points in this game. And then I'm going to score a lot of points on elders there, because it's going to be 10 points for that guy. All right, so order of operations, I need an elder first. Is there anything that gives me an elder out here? Village center says immediately build a ship. So 1 free sloop and take an elder up to 2 without using them. It gives me the elder, but it doesn't let me do anything with them. You know what? We'll go for it. We'll go for it. So we're gonna go ahead and use the elder down here. And the reason why is because I want to, well, am I gonna be serving fish? I don't think I'm gonna get that many fish. Yeah, we're gonna do it. All right, we're gonna do this one down here. We're gonna build a ship or build a building. So this elder's gonna eat a fish, first things first. And then we are going to build the village center. So 3 and 2. Now the problem with this is this kind of set me back on my gold goal, because I need 7 of them golds. How am I gonna get 7 gold? Oh, well, no. I need to build a parish house then. Shoot. Because if I build the parish house, it's going to give me $3 back. So I'm not spending any gold, but I'm spending the wood that I need. Jeez. Okay. All right. Yep, we're doing it. We are spending all this on the parish house. And this is going to it's going to cost me 3 fish and 2 wood, right? I have a way to get fish later, but I don't need fish. So it gives me $3. Essentially, I converted 5 resources into $3. And then I got 1 action left. And oh, we wanted to do that because of the boats. Oh, okay. Well, it's too late. I've committed. I can still build a boat, but it's going to cost me $4 to build a boat, which is not ideal. It's not what I wanted here. All right. Okay. I'm pivoting for my pivots, and my pivots are pivoting into pivots. This is like how I should explain this game. I still need one more elder. Shoot. And I really don't want to use a copy action. Okay, so I'm gonna get the fish. I need to get 7 gold. Let me focus on 7 gold because building this is gonna be like my like final state there. I'm gonna get a lot of fish. If I build a schooner, will I get the $4 back quickly? Because I'm $2 off. If I built the schooner, I'll get 10 fish, which would be beneficial, but I'll have 1 fish wasted up here. Oh, this guy lets me upgrade his ship. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this guy. Exchange 1 ship. So I get to upgrade a ship from, so I can upgrade this one to a schooner, which would be this. Gives me 1 more fish. I don't think it's worth 1 more fish. Okay, never mind. I was excited for nothing. Yeah, I had a really good plan. I had a really good thing going, and then I decided to like pivot from it for some reason, and here I am in a state of sadness. State of sadness. Oh, I want to build this down here. Sorry. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because I can still build a forest there. Okay, we will need... No, we don't need wood. Well, wood would be useful, though. Okay. Gosh, if I want to build a boat, I need to build a boat now, but I don't have enough fish to build a boat. I have the money to build a boat, but I'm trying to save up to $7. Alright, alright. I hate it, but we're doing it. We're spending 4 of our hard-earned dollars here. Gosh, this hurts. I'm never gonna be able to afford this. I'm never gonna financially recover from this. So we're doing this to build, we're doing that to build this, which is gonna give us 11 fish. And that gives us more fish. I don't think that helps me though, because now I'm even further away from my goal of wanting to get to the $7. My only hope is to use 2 elders so I can serve more fish, and then I can, distribute fish and then serve more fish, and then I need to build the retirement home. So I think that's my only path forward. I think that'll give me enough money. I hope that'll give me enough money, I should say. No, that won't, will it? Oh, shoot. I blew it. He blew it. All right. We're pivoting for my pivot. Let me reconsider things here. If I build shipping lane instead of this boat, this gives me 3 fish. Nope. It gives me 3 wood and 1 gold. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. All right, we're doing that. So I spent 4 gold on that. Instead, I'm doing the build a building. So that is actually, I'm going to use this elder. Heck yeah. All right, so I'm using this elder to remove 1 forest, which gives me 1 wood. And then I get to build a building. And I'm building this building, which cost me 2 gold instead of 4, so I get $2 back. Because previously I was going to build that boat. So now I'm in a little bit better spot. And then I'm going to immediately get 3 wood for this cutter, which is good. Because I don't think I need wood, but I want to have it just in case. Guess I could probably plan out, but I didn't. And then I get 1 gold because of the schooner. So now I'm closer to my goal, and I just need 3 gold. If I can get 3 gold, which I think I can do with all the fish I'm about to get, I think I'll be in a good spot. But the most importantly is I fed a elder, and actually, ooh, these 3 elders are about to give me more fish. Perfect. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay. So we're done with that round. We're going on to the last round of the game. Last round of the game. We are doing 8 fish. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fish. And we're feeding our elders. Oh my gosh, we have so many elders. R.I.P. my fish. R.I.P. And I get these 4 fish. And then this is going to give me 1 there. 1 there. Then 1 there. Okay. This is my bed. I got a lie in it. No truth telling here, just lies all over. All right, so I need more gold. I need 3 more gold. So the plan is to do this pond builder, right? Because he's gonna eat this fish. And then we're gonna distribute 4 fish plus 1 per building, which is gonna give me a lot of fish. So it's gonna be 4 plus 6. 3, no, 4 plus, yeah, 4 plus, well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 plus 7, so I get 11 fish. This is actually pretty good. I was not anticipating this working out so well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fish. All right, and then distribute them. So elder, 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 and then share, 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 reserve. And then this is going to go into the reserve. Okay, so it's action 1. Now I think I'm in a good spot to get my last 3 gold now. So we're gonna, oh, and I'm gonna get wood too. Heck yeah, perfect. I was not planning on this working out so well. So we're gonna serve fish. So it's gonna get 1 gold plus 1 wood per plate served. So we're gonna do 1, 2, and I have 2, perfect, 3, beautiful. All right, and that's gonna give me 3 gold, which is what I needed. All right, 3 gold and 3 wood. Sure. Okay. All right, and my last action. 3, 6, 7. I got a lot of gold here, so we're gonna go ahead and spend our gold. It's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold and 2 fish. So remember, gold is victory points, but that's gonna give me victory points and gold and cover a spot. So it's gonna be a nice point swing. Oh, what? Oh, I'm red. That's why. Sorry, I'm doing a building action. Okay, so is there an elder that lets me build? Nope. Okay, well, we're gonna build a building. If there was an elder that let me build, then I would have taken the. Well, this elder lets me build, but I have to pay fish, and I don't have the fish. I don't have enough actions to do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna build, and we're gonna build our retirement home. Just gonna get on with it. So 7 gold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 fish. And we built the retirement home. Wow. All right, and that is it. Whew. Stress, struggle, the struggling, as they call it, the struggling. All right, let me take a picture here, and then I'll add up the points into my little application. I feel pretty proud of that. Oh, sorry, this gives me 1 gold per elder. Sorry, that's 4 gold. That's why I want to do that, because gold is victory points, remember? And that is that's a wrap. That's all there is to say about that. All right, so let's go and add up our points. So we're going to go into our board game app, board game stats app. Board game stamp. All right, and let us start. So ships, I get 6 points from ships. Buildings, I got a lot of points from buildings. I get 1, 3, 5, 12, plus 2 points per elder, so plus 8. That's pretty good. 20 points just from that alone is pretty good. 5 points for my shares. Gold, I have 4 gold, so I get 4 points. Free spaces, I got 1, so -1. Unissued shares, 0. And I'm not playing with the bunged deck. The bone candy, whatever, how do you pronounce that? So I get no things there. So my final score is going to be 34 points. Woo, that's going to be my highest score. It's my best score ever, right there, 34 points. On camera. It was because the camera was looking at me. Now, it's probably mostly because I was playing on the easy deck, if you will, which I've been playing on the not easy deck before. So I think that's why my score feels and was as high as it was, because I'm starting to get the flow of the game. All right, so that's going to be pretty much it for that one. I'm going to go ahead and clean things up here and then do a review video next. So if you're watching live on Twitch, oh, by the way, I live stream on Twitch here, twitch.tv/CulBlu, CulBlu, for those who don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here, and then I'm going to do the review video afterwards. So if you're watching live on Twitch, stick around because I'll be doing the review here in a few moments. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.